Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salatu salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Time's been cut very short, so I'm going to try and get everybody, inshallah, and talk to the brothers and the sisters, inshallah. Okay, mashallah, all of you, you've been born into a Muslim family, Islamic family. So every single brother and every single sister in this room, each one of you are special. And the reason why each and every one of you are special is because there's been millions of people all over the world since the beginning of Adam up till now that have been born into a family not on Tawheed. So there's millions of families all over the world from the time of Adam or so forth that have been born into a family of shirk, worshipping a man, a monkey, a statue, an animal, or people who just believe that this universe is one big accident. But Allah chose you, and Allah chose you, and Allah chose you out of all of these human beings to put you in a family of Tawheed. And there's been some people, they've been born into a family of shirk. They were given doubt about Islam. They told a person to get away from them, and they've died. And now they are going to hellfire. Not for 100 million years, not for 5,000 years, not for 5 billion years, not for 1,000,000 trillion years, for eternity. They will be punished, they will be broken, they will be snapped for eternity. But Allah chose every single person in this room to be born into a family of Tawheed. And even if your mother, she ain't on deen, or even if your father ain't on deen, which most of your family are, at least you didn't hear the name Allah negatively, or the name Muhammad negatively. And unfortunately, people all over the world, like me and thousands of other people, we're born into families of shirk, kuffar, weed, smoke, alcohol, Bob Marley, shabarat, all this kuffar and rubbish. And our only guidance in life is music videos, yeah, and soaps. But all of you in this place, you've been born into a family with a father named Muhammad, a mother named Aisha. And you've seen Salat, you've seen prayer, you've seen Jummah, you've seen all these things. And Allah placed you in that. Uncle's Muslim, father Muslim, mother Muslim. So as a convert to Islam, revert, whatever you want to call me, I ask myself when I see these young Somali boys and girls, yeah, do you really know that you're special? Because when I see your Somali, your Moroccan, your Eritrean, your Egyptian face, and I look at you, I don't think that you think you're special, the brothers or sisters, because you're acting like someone you're not. Because I see millions of Somali, Eritrean, Moroccan, Egyptian kids born into a decent family, hard-working father, hard-maintaining mother. You know who your mother and father is. And I see this young Somali or Egyptian or Moroccan boy walking around kissing his teeth, screwing his face up, walking like he's Jamaican or something. And I'm wondering, why are you screwing your face up? Why are you kissing your teeth? Why are you walking like a bad man? Your mum, you know, I said last night, you slept in a nice comfy bed, yeah? With a nice comfy sheet, nice comfy pillow. In the morning, you woke up, you had your Cheerios, you had your Weetabix, your favorite drink. And then when you come out the house, you put your headphones in, and you start screwing up your face, and you start walking like you're bad. And when your mum asks you to do something, you start kissing your teeth, you start slamming the door, you start turning your music up, you start going, like you're some yardie somebody. So I'm asking you, all of you, what's the screw face for? What's the walk for? What's the slamming the door for? Are you starving? Is there no soap in your house? Have you got one sock? What's the screw face for? What's the bad man vibes for? It's fake. And it looks fake on you. Because the really you should just say Alhamdulillah. Because you got food, you got clothing, you got drink, you know what I'm saying? You got nice clothes, you got washing machine. But because the brothers are putting music in the air, listen to this cancer moves with gunshots and beats and bass lines and this, that and the other, starts bouncing in your head like snooker balls. And then you find Muhammad and, what is it, and Uthman and Ali and Zayd up his face, disrespected his mother, disrespected his dad. Why? Because of this thing called music. And then it affects people in different ways. For example, you've got the sisters. Like you've got, for example, a sister named Aisha, Khadija, Fatima. It's same thing. Born into a family with a mother with jilbab, hijab, maybe even niqab. You see your father going in and out to work. Nice bed, food, everything. But she comes out the house, lipstick, tight jeans, you know what I'm saying? Hairstyle, knickers showing. So how did this happen? How did Ali come out his house? Zayd come out his house, Uthman come out his house with some gay, lesbian GLS, two big earrings in his hair, some leggings, you know what I'm saying? Some cuts in his eyebrow. And so how did Uthman, Ali, Abu Bakr, Omar come out the house, two big girly earrings, you know what I'm saying? Cuts in his eyebrows. You say Calvin Clark, boxer showings. Why? He ain't got a hard life, he ain't got no problems, just listening to music. And same thing how Aisha, or Fatima, or Khadija, her uncle and aunties wearing hijab, or wearing some type of hijab. But she start putting lipstick and makeup and, you know what I'm saying? Goes into, what is it, FHM, well not FHM, goes into, what is it, Next, or it's Miss Selfridges, or wherever the shops are. Buys the tightest top, buys the tightest trousers, and walks down the street, and inside she's shaking, please somebody look at me, please somebody look at me, please somebody look at me. Because the brother don't know who he is, and the sister don't know who he is. Because once you study Tawheed and you know who Allah is, and you know the worth of Allah's creation, you don't try and imitate no little 50 or Puffy or anyone else. Because how can you admire someone with shirk? How can you admire a misguided person? But what happens when you start listening to music? You become blind. Because I see, you know these rude boys, you know why rude boys? Every single rude boy and every single gangster and every single bad boy is scared. Wallahi, they're scared. And I've proved to you why they're scared. You know why? You know why bad mans and rude boys and so-called gangsters, you know why they rob people? Yes, for money. But the money's not the goal. It's a track on the ladder. They do it so they get the money, but what's the money for? The money is not for food or for drink. I used to rob people, yeah? But I'll ask you this question, I've never robbed a bank, or none of my friends have never robbed a bank. And they said, quickly, can we go to Tesco's? I'm starving, let's get some bread and some water. No, because when you rob, the first thing you get is a £150 pair of trainers, and the Versace, and the machine and everything else. So why are they robbing and stealing? Because they're scared. Why? Because if I wear Dunlop, or I wear Puma on the council estate, I'm gonna be the entertainment for the week. If I have no brand name clothes or anything else, yeah, no girl's gonna wanna talk to me. They're gonna laugh at me when I walk up to them. No guy's gonna wanna hang out with me. But if I rob a bank and put a shotgun in a person's face, yeah, I cut a person in their face, you know what I'm saying? I lick a person in their face. And I get that money, and I pull outside that estate in my drop top. Girls want me. Everyone wants to be my friend. Because I'm scared. of people cussing me about my trainers. And I'm scared about people cussing me about, my clothes. And when I get this money, everybody wants to be my friend and everyone loves me. So every single rude boy is scared and every single gangster is scared. And every single sister out there, wallahi, these sisters that try to wear makeup, walk around with their underwear showing and tight clothes, you know why they do it? The reason why they do it is because they have no value of themselves. They don't know how much they're worth. And I can prove this. And what did Omar ibn Khattab say? Omar ibn al-Khattab, when he was the leader, he told one of the Muslims, because he was walking towards the Jews, I believe it was, and he would swap, he would ride a horse for a while, and then he would let his servant or his companion get on the horse, and then he would get off. So as they got closer to the non-Muslims, he said, listen Omar, stop, I'm paraphrasing, but he goes, stop letting me ride, you just get on it because you're the ruler and this, that and the other and so forth, and let me just pull the donkey or whatever, or the horse. And Omar told him, whenever we the Muslims look in honor in anything else which Allah hasn't prescribed for us, He will humiliate us. And that's what happens with brothers and sisters. Because you see that brother who screws up his face at his mum and kisses his teeth at his mum and has that bad man walk with his mum. When he comes out into Brixton or Tottenham or Handsworth and he goes down the Yardie Road, that bop turns into a schoolboy bop. And he puts his head straight and he don't look no one in the eyes and he pees himself while he's walking through that alley. Or he goes the long way around. Because that's not really you. The reason why it's not really you, because Allah has blessed you with something called fitra and tawheed, that every child is born on fitra and tawheed and pureness. But the Prophet said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah said that the heart is pure, but every time you sin, a black spot gets on it, until you sin so much that your heart becomes completely black. But because you're born as Muslim and you're raised in a Muslim family and you have goodness around you, mother, father, Jummah, Quran and this, that and the other, your heart is not really black. So when you try to pretend to be this yardie or this rude boy or this gangster, everyone else apart from you can see through it. And no one respects you, that's why you always get robbed. But the guy that walks down the street in his phobe, with his book and his kufi, no one touches him. Because they say, I respect that guy. He's being who he is. But all you other guys that try to have better this, that and the other, when the Jamaicans come along, when the other Africans, non-Muslims come along and this, that and the other, you change up fast. So it's two lives. And the same thing with the sisters, a lot of sisters, because now your generation is harder than our generation. In our generation, even though we're kafar, we had some innocence because technology weren't that big. So you had childhood, you had a baby, a little bit of childhood and adulthood. But now because of the phones and everything, you go straight from being a baby to having access to the whole world. So that childhood parenting gone. And a lot of sisters and brothers, you learn about life from music videos. And you actually think it's real. Because like I said, how did a woman born into a sister, born into a Muslim family, yeah, mother wearing hijab, mother was virgin, married her father, been married 35 years or whatever, how did she come out that home with her brain intact, with her sense intact, with her conscience intact, with her knickers showing, with the tightest trousers, with the tightest top? Why? Because she didn't seek knowledge. She listened to music 24/7 and she took on another deen. Because music is not just something you listen to. Music is a way of life. And she thinks because she got her makeup up, she's grown, and the tight trousers up, she's grown and she's big and mature and she knows about life. Ask yourself this. If these women, like these Jamaican women on the council estate, look at your family and look at the family without guidance. You have a family, Somali, Moroccan, whatever it is, on the council estate. You have another family, Jamaican, Caribbean, whatever. Somali family, bam, married 35 years, bam, married 25 years, bam, married 10 years. Your mother didn't have to take off no hijab and jilbab, and she didn't have to buy no tight trousers to get that marriage. You know how she got that marriage? Because she followed Allah and his messenger and did what he said and Allah blessed it with her. But this sister, she thinks she become an Einstein because she watched a couple Rihanna videos and Beyonce and watched some black comedians. So she thinks she's clued up about life now. But these girls that grew up on kufa, grew up on music, grew up on MTV and all this stuff, if you find them, your family, stable marriage, stable father, uncles and aunties married, big years. But these other women who are not Muslim, 3 kids, no father, 3 kids, no father, ask 15 of my non-Muslim friends. Yeah? Do you know father? Go to the council estate. Do you know your father? No. Do you know your father? No. Do you know? No. Maybe 1 out of 9 knows his father. And he sees him once every year for a few minutes. But this sister now, she thinks she's smart because she listened to a couple tunes. Yeah? And she's been watching a couple movies. So what happens? She goes out in tight club. And somehow, some guy says, "Oh, you come here." Or he might be a bit nice and says, "Yeah, you're nice. Yeah, give me your number." And her head, she starts getting dizzy in her head. It's like, "Oh, he asked me for a number." And then she hands over another. And then what happens? How much are you worth? Ask yourself, sister, Aisha, Khadija, Fatima, whatever your name is. Ask yourself, how much are you worth? Because this guy approaches you because you're hardly wearing any clothes and you think you're special. Understand this. A guy approaching a girl because she's half naked doesn't mean she's special. Men like women. And if you walk around half naked, men will approach you. Loads of men will approach you. Do you know what's special? Holding that man after you've done zina with him. Because after what he's got, what he wants, he's gone on to the next naked half chick. But ask yourself, oh sister who thinks you're clued up about dunya and not clued up about music and jahiliyyah. In between that guy taking your number, and you not committing zina, what happened? Chicken and chips, cinema. Chicken and chips, cinema. Chicken and chips, cinema. Maybe park to show I'm not that ghetto, and then zina. So really, you price yourself for less than £50? You allow a man to take something from you. You will never, ever get back for Chicken Cottage and Transformer 5s. That's how much you're worth. To ask yourself, sister, you're a human being who's living, who's breathing, who has a worth. You're a creation of Allah. How did you allow a guy to take you cinema a few times, chicken and chips a few times, or if he was a big spender, maybe stuffed crust, and then do that with you? You view yourself as less than £50, less than £100, subhanallah. For you to become a man's girlfriend, whatever a girlfriend is, I don't know what a girlfriend is. Like, maybe you really think, sister, because you've been listening to these tunes, that what happens is that you put your skin tight clothes on, you came out of your house and this guy was a non-Muslim or Muslim not on deen who lowers his gaze, who doesn't watch beauty videos with girls in thongs, who doesn't have loads of girlfriends in his phone, and maybe you're thinking he really honestly lowers his gaze when he comes out his house and he doesn't watch X-rated films. And what happens, he was walking down the street and he happened to drop his phone, and as he dropped his phone and picked it up, he saw you moving in slow motion, and then everything else became blur, and then doves came out of the sky and a white light came out of the sky, and he said, "She's the girl I've been looking for all my life. She's the one." Maybe you really believe that. And then when he asked for your number, you started getting this, and and he sent you a couple texts that he sent to 15 other girls, and you'll read it all night before you go to bed 15 times. "I'm really looking forward to meet you. Maybe we could chill out. Maybe we could spend some time together." And maybe you think it's only you, but in reality, you're just girl number 15 of girls that got smashed this month. And when you walk into college, that's the whole thing. People gotta understand. This word, Shaitan has got us. Because we had this word like Sunnah, Tawheed, that Allah is Al-Hakim. the most wise, and that Allah is Al-Samir, the all-hearing, and that Allah is Al-Basir, the all-seeing. But it's just fairies in our head. We don't really believe it. When Allah says, look, when Allah says in the Quran that He's Al-Hakim, the most wise, and He tells you to wear hijab, and He tells you not to listen to music, and He tells you not, do you know what I'm saying, to hang around with non-Muslims. We don't really believe that He's the most wise. And when we read that Allah's Al-Samir, the all-hearing, and Al-Basir, the all-seeing, we don't really believe it. Because if we really believed that Allah is Al-Basir, the all-seeing, how can a young, strong Muslim guy whose name is Uthman or Ali or Zaid, how can he get his fist? Go up to an old age woman who it takes 5 minutes to walk a meter and hit her in her face and punch her and step on her head. If we really believed that Allah was Al-Basir, the all-seeing, and Al-Samir, the all-hearing, we wouldn't be Abdullah around Ummi and Abdi and bloody Tupac and Biggie outside. But we don't really believe it. If a sister really believed that Allah was Al-Samir, the all-seeing, how could she actually, before she goes, she leaves the house, she looks in the mirror, or she goes to the cupboard, and she pulls the tightest top, and the tightest belt trousers, so when she comes outside of the house, every guy will check out her bum and her chest. And yes, it is hard to wear hijab, and we're not women. But I don't buy this stuff about it's too hard to wear hijab. Do you know why? Because if it was sincerely in your heart that you found it was hard to wear hijab, and that you really want to wear it, yeah, but it's just hard, then you would find thousands and millions of hijabis outside in baggy jumpers, baggy jeans and baggy tops and long loose skirts. But go out there and see these Somali, Egyptian and Moroccan girls, lipstick, makeup, ties of clothes, underwear just about showing to entice the waist. Be honest with yourself. Is it really that it's hard to wear hijab? Or is it that you need attention from guys because you feel worthless without it? Because yes, it's hard to wear hijab unless you have ilm and knowledge of who you are. But you know what? It must be 1,000,000 times harder to go to places like Westfield or the shopping centre and have old men, middle-aged men, young men, all look at your bum in DL and all look at your chest in DL. That must be hard. But it's only not hard if you're 24/7 flooding your brain cell and your heart with Rihanna and Beyonce and I'm hot and I want to do it with guys and stuff like this. So this stuff about Tawheed, the companions following the Salaf and this, that and the other and so forth and the companions and this, it's just stuff in our head. We don't really believe it. And Shaitan's got us in a headlock because whenever we say, hey, Qala Allah or Qala Rasul, we turn off. We run away. Because look, when you seek knowledge, yeah, it changes your actions because Iman, according to the Quran and Sunnah and Salaf, is a belief in the heart, yeah, a statement on the tongue, which increases with good deeds and decreases with bad deeds. When you read and you believe in something, yeah, it's not just in your heart, yeah, it's not just, you know what I'm saying, on your speech, you see on your limbs. That's why you see people on Facebook and Twitter with, I love Allah, Allahu Akbar, Islam is the best. Interest, America Top Model, X Factor, you know what I'm saying, Drake, Trey Songz and Chris Brown's. Because when you listen to music, you become a walking contradiction. And this happens to hijabis and brothers with beards and well. But if we really read and believed in this deen and understood it, yeah, when we read the hadith and the ayahs of Quran, it would affect us. Because see me and the brothers that are converts or the brothers that are Muslims that have come to deen and seek knowledge, wallahi, we have our big beds with proud pride. We have our phones with pride. You know what I'm saying? We have our trousers above our ankles with pride. And when these kuffar see us on the street, we bounce off on them. Because when they try and look at us like, right, look how he's dressed, we think, yeah, and I'm proud of it. Because when your tawheed isn't checked, then you become, how can I say, you get courage. How can I admire 50 Cent or Trey Songz or Chris Brown? I don't have an inferiority complex. And this is how the deen should affect you. Let me explain to you. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because unfortunately we don't even know the difference between a Muslim and a non-Muslim. If you ask most Muslims, and that's why we as Muslims, we can't just seek knowledge, it's not just watching YouTube videos. Half of the people you see on YouTube videos, Sheikh this, ain't no Sheikh. All you have to do is go couple universities, couple mosque, give talks and people call you Sheikh. No way these people ain't Sheikh. Maybe they studied 7 years in Medina. MashaAllah, the ones that hold on to their deen and what they were taught and practice it when they come to alhamdulillah. But no, Sheikhs by a long thing. Say it don't take 7 years to take a Sheikh. Man studied 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. And then they didn't get Taski or get called Sheikh by another one. But you can't just watch YouTube videos. That's not seeking knowledge. It's about getting a pen and a piece of paper and going through maybe someone from Medina or someone who studied under one of the ulama who have, you know, I have a present ones who ones that have passed away like Albani, Bin Baz, Sheikh Mukbil, Sheikh Uthaymeen and so forth, and actually going through a book and writing down and learning principles, because there's a big difference between someone who just watches YouTube videos and someone who actually seeks knowledge. Let me explain to you. If you ask most Muslims, and I know I'm shouting, but I'm not gonna have a go. If you ask most Muslims, what's the difference between the Quraysh, the people at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Muhammad? Why were they kuffar? 9 out of 10, or the majority of Muslims will tell you, yeah, that they didn't believe in Allah. And this is a lie. They did believe in Allah. That wasn't a problem. The problem with the Quraysh is that they believed in gods alongside Allah. So what you gotta understand is that one of the main ways that the Quraysh made money is that everyone used to bring their idols to Mecca, yeah, to worship them, because they had gone away from the religion of Abraham, alayhi salam. So what you gotta understand, you see when Prophet Muhammad was saying, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, that there's no God that has the right to be worshipped, yeah, except Allah. He wasn't just saying that some kalam didn't mean nothing. He was saying, listen, there's no God that you're allowed to worship alongside Allah. So everyone knows me. I don't lie. For 40 years when you lot was burying your daughters alive and you were sleeping with your mothers and you're sleeping with your sisters, I was praying in a cave. When you lot were getting drunk, you know, week after week, month after month, year after year, you know what I'm saying, killing each other over camels and horses, I was praying to my Lord. You know I'm trustworthy. So when I tell you that God has spoken me and you should only worship one God, yeah, they're not thinking about religion. They're thinking our dough from Mecca comes from people and shirk. Everyone knows Muhammad doesn't lie. Muhammad gets followers which he because he doesn't lie. Our money's gonna go. So either we kill Muhammad or we lose our money. That's the two options. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they sent his uncle to him to basically convince him. See, and when Muhammad heard stuff from Allah, it's not like us. We hear hadiths and it means nothing to us. It has no impact on our life. It means that nothing. Yeah, if a man's dancing and you know what I'm saying, he's saying, oh Allah, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and busting to break dancing, we listen to him. If we got a man doing back stands and, you know what I'm saying, we have Islamic boys to men, well not Islamic, Muslim boys to men, you know what I'm saying, Allah, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar, oh my baby, like, you'll listen to him. But let them bring a kippah from Saudi, or a student from Yemen or something, no one will turn up. Yeah? But Muhammad and the companions and the generations after that, the Salaf and everyone else, when they had Qala Allah, Qala Rasul, it meant something. And that's why brothers who seek knowledge now, when they hear a hadith, or sisters, when they seek knowledge, yeah, It means something to them. So when they sent, and this example of a hadith that we should use in our life, and I want you to take this hadith that's going to come and use it in your every single day life. When they sent Muhammad's uncle to him, yeah, to persuade him to stop, you know what I'm saying, promoting his message, he goes to him, look, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, listen, you know these people, yeah, they're animals. They bury their daughters alive, you know that, yeah? They're telling me, and I'm just trying to tell you the nice way, yeah? And I'm paraphrasing the words now. But they're telling me, yeah? That I must talk you around or convince you to stop calling to this only one Allah, yeah? And let them worship their other gods. Or you worship only Allah sometimes, and other times you worship the other gods. They're telling me, yeah, as a softener, to tell you to stop preaching this message, yeah? But Muhammad, I swear to you, if you don't listen to the message, they are going to kill you. And you know they'll kill you. They bury their daughters alive, Muhammad. They're gonna kill you. They're not bluffing. It's not like grand daily beef where, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I got a car, I got a Ferrari, I got a helicopter, and his Oyster card drops out his pocket. They meant it. Tell, yeah, your cousin or your nephew, or tell Muhammad. Tell him, yeah, to stop this call. Because La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, means not only that there's no God, yeah, but Allah, but there's no God that deserves the right to be worshipped by Allah. You may worship an idol, yeah, but the idol can be broken. You may worship Jesus, but Jesus asked for help too. You may worship Buddha, but Buddha died, yeah. But Allah has no beginning, no ending. He doesn't get hungry, he doesn't get tired. He's not like the Bible. God created the world in 6 days, and did he rest it, have a break, have a Kit Kat? No. Allah has no beginning, no end, and fatigue doesn't take over him. So they said, tell Muhammad that if he don't stop preaching, we're gonna kill him, and we're gonna kill him soon. So his uncle comes to him and says, Muhammad, please stop this message. So you know Muhammad's reply to him. And when we had this hadith, yeah, or hadiths like this, we should use it for everyday life, because that's why we read and that's why we listen to talks. So we take the examples they had and use it in everyday situations. Whether you're from Tottenham or Holloway or Brixton or Stockwell or Peckham, you use it in your everyday life, whether you're on road or not. So Muhammad was replied to them, yeah, because they said, listen, we'll give you money. You see my wife? Grab her by the hair, bring her. We'll give you our women now. My wife, you can take her. You see this money, them treasures, you can have it now. You know what I'm saying? You see this land, you can have it. Just let us worship our God. You can be king, ruler, whatever. But please stop that call. So his uncle said to him politely, this is the message. What do you say, Muhammad? So Muhammad said to them, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you tell them, uncle, tell them this, and I'm paraphrasing. Tell them, if they put a sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand, I will not give up this message. Forget chips, forget whips, forget treasure chests. If you put the sun in one hand and the moon in the other, and basically the universe in the other hand, I will not give up this message. So you tell them that. So when we had this hadith, how did it apply to us? To that brother who's robbing banks, and that sister who's getting taken for chicken chips and cinnamon, and then allowing man to do zina with her, and that sister who's putting makeup on and wearing leopard skin hijabi or traffic light hijabi to stand out so guys will approach her, and that sister on Facebook who's wearing like Catwoman abaya and Spider-Man abaya so guys will check her out, and that brother, you know what I'm saying, I understand, yeah, I understand why kafar. Yeah, we live by the motto, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah did not create mankind and jinn except to worship him. So our motto motto. Our statement that we live life for is that we're here to worship Allah first. Education, work, relationships, hanging out with the Akis or whatever, that fits around it. But in the morning, وَمَا كَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. In the evening, وَمَا كَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And at night time, وَمَا كَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. That's our motto. So that's what we live like. Pleasing Allah is first to us. But I understand why Kafirs say that, listen, if I get off the latest car and the latest Versace and Moschino, I'm gonna be in jail. Because my purpose in life is to be happy. Yeah? And I don't want to be unhappy, so I'll be in jail or I have a fat right on road. I understand them. They don't know no better. They grew up on Bob Marley, Shabarak, Shakademus and Pliers, Kufa, Shak and weed. I understand them. I understand, yeah, what non-Muslim women, yeah? Yeah? Look, I want you to understand, you don't understand how dark this life is. You don't understand what it's like to be born as a kufr in darkness. And I know Allah, I know Muhammad, and know Jummah. You don't understand. You know what life is like for black girls out there? Do you know what it's like? You think, like you're watching a music video and you see these girls walking around with their mini skirts and thongs and stuff smiling. But you know what real life is like? Most of these girls from the age of secondary school, 12 or 13, yeah? They get, excuse my French, but they get felt up by boys in school, man. Yeah? They end up losing their virginity by a guy just dragging them someone and forcing it on them, yeah? My sister, who's not a Muslim, Mel Al-Qaeda, she was working as admin in, I think, St. George's Hospital or clinic around there. She said girls of 13 and 14 came in there 3 times in a row for abortion. You understand what's happening to these girls? Is that their only point in happiness in life is happiness. And what is happiness? Getting attention from men. So what happened? First it's the shortest miniskirt, then it's the tightest trousers. The first thing a woman does, a non-Muslim woman does when she comes in the house is undo her trousers bottom. Comfortable, because I've been walking around and these trousers have been killing me. And that freedom, but their happiness comes from getting attention from any guy. Old guys, good looking guys, what they class as ugly guys or whatever. That's happiness for them. But you know what happens to them? They have a boyfriend. The boyfriend does dinner with them, yeah? Then after he does dinner with them, he says, listen, don't phone my phone anymore, you annoy me. If you phone my phone again, I'm gonna punch you in the face, yeah? They think that's just a bad case, that's just a bad case scenario. Then they go have another guy. Then they're out, she's out shopping or something and she sees him with the other guy kissing up the other girl. Then, you know, second heartbreak and tears and bogey coming out her nose. Yeah, maybe it's just 2 bad incidents. Then she does it with a third guy. A girl phones while he's in the toilet or something, or he's downstairs doing watching music videos or something, and she answers the phones. Yeah, who's this? Who are you? I'm phoning my boyfriend. No, that's my boyfriend. Third heartbreak, and then you know what she says I'm gonna do? I don't believe in relationships no more. I'm just gonna have fun. You know what fun is? Going to club and sleeping with anyone who's attractive, and if a baby comes, have the kid on your own or have abortion. And just zina, and at the end of the day, when she's 25, she looks about 45. But you can't see it because underneath the makeup and stuff like that. And every night, tears, crying, slitting her wrists, you know what I'm saying, vomiting it up, you know what I'm saying, trying to end her life. But the point of what I was trying to say is that a Kafir man could put himself in jail, yeah, if he don't have a car and a ride. Why? Because he's scared of living, yeah, and getting bullied. So he can put himself in jail. He doesn't have uni, he doesn't have school, he doesn't have a family, he doesn't have anything. So he can put himself in jail, yeah, for a car or what is it, or some nice clothes or whatever. Because let's be real. All you brothers, any of you brothers that are getting into crime, yeah, and watching music video, or starting to get into crime. Let's say you rob banks or post office or you do drugs. Okay, what are you gonna get off it? Let's be honest, yeah? Forget that MTV, Walt Disney, dream stuff. You ain't gonna get 350,000, no way. You're not gonna buy a house, so let's put that street dreaming aside, yeah? The most you're gonna get, yeah, out of this robbing and stealing and licking down people in post office and banks, yeah, is maybe the latest car, yeah? And you can have that latest car for maybe about 6 months. Because in 6 months or 3 months, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna change the wind mirror, change the spoiler on the back, change the windows, and now you've got the old crap. Yeah? So you're no longer the man, and they're gonna bring a new car out. S45, and you've got the S44. So, yeah, they can put themselves in jail, Kafar can, for a t-shirt or a pair of trousers, you know what I'm saying, or a new pair of trainers instead of 2 air bubbles, 4 air bubbles. They can do that because they don't have one man collector, you know, went into the Abadoon. The sisters, they can watch the music videos, yeah? And they can see these black girls smiling with the makeup in the phones and this and whatever, and think, you know what I'm saying, I can be like that, yeah? And if I walk down half naked, I can get a boyfriend and I can get guys to turn their heads, yeah? Yeah? But I don't remember seeing any music video, yeah, where it shows a woman, yeah, coming out of Sainsbury's, yeah, with 3 kids and no father. I don't remember seeing that music video. I don't remember seeing the music video where she's bringing 10 bags of shopping upstairs on her own with 3 kids crying, trying to pull them up, and men are just walking past her and not even helping her. I haven't seen the program when she's going into the clinic for abortion. Yeah, so I don't know what music video you're watching, but I ain't seen the real music videos. Yeah, but I can understand why these women, yeah, can let men take them for bloody chicken cottage and favourites and sleep with them. Yeah? But a sister named Aisha or Khadija or Fatima, I don't understand it. And all of you, mashallah, I know maybe a lot of brothers have got music on their phone now, but wallahi, once you start listening to music, Allah blinds you. Because the fact is, these brothers that are getting involved in crime and robbing banks, you know what? Your brother, your father, mashallah, you have a father who comes in, prays, works, you know what a man is, you have a hero in your house. He might not have that much hikmah and rahmah on you, and he should change that, but you know what it's like to see a man, yeah? Your father that drives the bus, yeah, wallahi, when he does overtime, he's making more money than most of them boys on council estates. Your father that drives the cab and always doing overtime and stuff, wallahi, he's making money than most of those men you see on the council estate and this, that, and the other. Now when you started listening to music, you thought that they were making more. These sisters that are watching Beyonce, Rihanna and this, that, and wanna be them, their sisters most probably you make dua not to be like Beyonce and Rihanna, but to be Beyonce and Rihanna, or whatever her name is. The shaitan with the big red hair. But there's sisters that look at them and think, if I walk down the street half naked like this, I'm gonna get what them what women have got. But I wanna ask you all something. Bring all of them women from Hollywood. Bring all of them women from music video. And I'll bring you 30 Somali women, yeah? Who wear hijab, who wear niqab, yeah? Who are married, only had one husband, and they've been married for 30 years, 45 years, 50 years. And wallahi, there's no woman in a council state or in Hollywood that has a marriage like that. And mashallah, Somalis, Muslims, it's common for you to have these big marriages and these big years and everything else. So why are sisters looking at these music videos and trying to get love and attention and respect by taking your clothes off? How do you think by wearing tight clothes and taking jilbab off or taking hijab off or trying to make your hijab look sexy that guys are gonna take you serious? How the hell does that work? So the whole thing is, this is the point of the point of what I was trying to say, inshallah. When Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when the cousins came to him, when his uncle came to him and tried to bribe him, and the Quraysh tried to bribe him, what did he say? When they tried to offer him money, and they tried to offer him girls, and they tried to offer him land and rulership, what did he say? He said, if you put a sun in my right hand and a moon in my left hand, I will not give up this thing, because he knows how much it's worth. So I'm asking you now, brother who's shaving, or brother's afraid to wear kameez or trim in his bed, or brother who's approached by Kafir people or Muslims who approach him with weed and music and drugs and crime, when they come up to you? What are you gonna say to when they say to you, when they try to convince you, when they try to bribe you, and they try to bribe you to take some weed, or to drink some alcohol, or to come to a club? What are you gonna say to them? Yeah, I'm a sheep, yeah, and go with them? Or are you gonna be a man and start being a Muslim, and when they offer you weed, and offer you drink, and offer you clubbing, turn around to them, or say in your heart, I don't care if you put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand, I will not give up this deen. Because me, in the morning, before I'm gonna leave the house, I put my kufi on, I comb my bed, I put my phobe on, yeah? And I think alhamdulillah, and I walk down the street with pride, and thousands of brothers, we walk down the street with pride, and when people look at us funny, we think to ourselves, if you put a sun in my right hand, and you put a moon in my left hand, I don't care if you give me chicks, money, treasure, whatever, I will not give up my deen. Because I'm a Muslim, and I'm proud of it, and I believe in Jannah, and I believe in hellfire, and I believe in paradise, and I really believe in Tawheed. Not just in my head, I believe in it. So when I think of Tawheed, I wear this with pride. When I wear my kufa, I wear it with pride. When I have my bed, I wear it with pride. And when I walk down the street, I say, وَمَا كَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ لِيَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I think about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I think about Umar ibn Khattab. I think about Ali. I think about Sufyan al-Thawri, Hassan al-Basri, Imam Ahmed, and the other Imams. And I think to myself, I don't care what you think. You can look like 50 Cent. You can look like Puff Daddy. You can look like this gay, lesbian, clean-shaven ballerina JOS or whoever it is. I don't care. If you put a sun in my right hand and a moon in my left, I will not give up this deen. And a sister who don't just go on YouTube, who really know the ulama, like Al Sheikh, Fawzan, Muslim al-Abad and these people, and read about the companions and the Salaf and so forth. She wakes up in the morning, yeah, and if she's got any tight jeans, she says, A'udhu Billah. Today I'm not gonna wear the uniform of shaitan. I'm not gonna wear the uniform that come from a man's limited mind, or a woman's limited mind, or a gay French fashion designer's mind. I'm gonna wear what Aisha wears, yeah, without makeup, without leopard skin, without traffic light. Here I am, colourful hijab. Yeah, and what she does when she wakes up in the morning and she gets ready, she looks in the mirror and puts the niqab on, or puts the loose jilbab on, you know what I'm saying, or hijab on. And she says to herself, I don't care, at college or uni or school, wherever, if they want to talk about boys and zina or wherever. She looks in the mirror and says, I'm proud, and I don't care if everyone on the earth doesn't wear hijab or tight trousers or tight t-shirts. I'm gonna wear that niqab. I'm gonna wear that jilbab. And if they put a sun in my right hand and a moon in my left hand, I will not give up this deen. And when I step outside, everyone that looks at me odd, yeah, I don't care because I get reward for this. And this is the clothing of Tawheed, not Shirk and MTV and Beyonce and Chris Brown and Trey Songz. And every step is, I don't care what you say. If I'm on an island, if I'm in a shopping mall, if I'm uni, I don't care if you put a sun in my right hand and a moon in my left hand, I will not give up this message. So I say to you in ending, never let any non-Muslim or any Muslim, yeah, make you feel inferior. How can you be ashamed or embarrassed by a person who don't know how to clean himself when he goes to the toilet? How can you be scared or feel inferior to someone who's worshipping a monkey, a man or a statue? So I say from you now, if you can, inshallah, you know what I say, grow the beard, wear the kufi, wear the sunnah, and from today, you stop being a part-time Muslim. Take down the music of your Facebook and your Twitter, yeah? When you go home, don't think about it because shaitan will convince you not to. But delete all your music from today, and when you wake up tomorrow, get that phobe, iron it, get a kufi, You know what I'm saying? Iron it, yeah? And before you look at it and leave your house, look in the mirror and say, I don't care. Today is gonna be for Allah. Because I wanna go to the grave with La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. And I will not, ever, no matter where I am, not wear sunnah, you know what I'm saying? Not grow my beard, not be on this deen, because nothing else matters. And I will always be proud of being a Muslim, and I don't care if everyone tries to make me feel ashamed. I will die saying, if you put a sun in my right hand and a moon in my left hand, I will never, ever give up this message.
Jazakallah khair.